playing in a blues 1 chord, our first riffs. Go to the 4 chord, go to our A. Back to the E. Hey, what's up everybody? Tyler from TenThumbsPro.com coming at you with another blues lesson. Today we're talking blues phrasing and specifically the power of bends, how to bend in tune, and looking at different types like the pre-bend, the bend up and release, and the bend, alright? So this is going to improve your tasty blues phrasing, no doubt. If you're a Patreon, you have a PDF in front of you. It starts at just $1 a month. Or $1 creation caps as low as $1 a month. You can always give more if you want. It will accelerate your learning, I promise. You can also become a Skype Blues student one-on-one if you have some questions, alright? We do that too, contact me. But if you came just because you want to bend better, that's cool. I dig it and I respect it. A vital part of your blues playing. So grab that ukulele brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's break this lesson down right now. Alright, so we're talking blues, we're talking solos, and we're talking jamming. I am going to show you how to bend on the ukulele and what makes an effective bend and how to kind of test your bends. Now I'm doing all of these in the context of an E blues. So we're going to be using the E minor pentatonic or the E blues scale. And the shape I'm going to be using will be 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5. Alright, you already saw just in that one little improvised lick how much power the bend is going to give to it, alright? So, to make that happen, let's look at our first lick. Well, we're going to do this. Alright, so that's our first lick. Slide 2 to 4, 3, 5, bend 7. So what does it mean to bend 7? How does that work? Well, when I first started, I thought bending, you just kind of bended it and it sounded cool. But you really want to bend in tune. That is the key to selling these things. The E7 has a B as the 5th. So we are going to go from this A note here and try to bend into this B note. So one way to do that is to play this B note, get it in your ears, and try to bend to it. You kind of remember that spot, alright, because we want it to bend in pitch. So that riff is going to be alright, now I basically repeated the same riff, but this time came back down, 3rd fret, 4th fret, which is an E note. So we put that together. Alright, now that is the basic premise of bending and why it's important to bend in tune, okay? We could take this a step further and I can show you different kinds of cool bends. One thing you could do is bend 2 times, which is always nice and tasty. Another thing you could do is bend up and back down. So on this lick, I'm going to go. Alright, so basically combining the first 2 licks. 2, 4, 3, bend 7, back 5, 3, 4. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and do our first lick and then we're going to combine that second one. Sounds really, really nice, doesn't it? Now, you also have things that are called pre-bends. In the blues, the 4 chord is going to be A. So, a cool thing we can do using the same scale is to highlight that A note. But if we bend out of that A note, right? So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to 2 to 4, 3, and I'm going to bend to 7, but before I play, and then come down. Right? And then I'm going to finish with 3, 5. And that will highlight our 4 chord. So you're playing in a blues 1 chord, our first riffs. to the 4 chord, go to our A, back to the E. Alright? So those are what are called pre-bends. We could bending 2 times and the bending up and back down. Alright, so those are 3 different types of bends I've showed you, and they're all in the key of E. Now all of these ideas you can transpose. The idea, remember, the most important thing is to bend in pitch. And kind of while you're arranging these solos, be aware what notes you're bending into and what notes you're playing. If you're playing in an E blues and you're on the E chord, bending into that B note is going to sound great. But if you go to the A chord, you don't want to bend into that E note. You actually rather want to bend back to the A. Oh, 5 chord? Awesome. And it shifts back to the A. Awesome. And then back to the E. So it can also be a turnaround lick, and that's what phrasing is. But this is really more about ornamentation, what is bending, how to use it, and how to do it in tune. Remember. Always try to bend in tune. That's the key to selling it. Alright, TenThumbsPro.com, intro to bends, how to use them in your blues licks. I hope you dig it. Rock and roll, everybody, and until next time. Alright, so now you can bend those tasty licks. Alright, to really take your blues phrasing to the next level, again, think about becoming a Patreon. You get a PDF with every single lesson. It starts at just $1 a month. Skype Lessons 101 if you're interested in becoming a better ukulele player. We also have an Indiegogo campaign you can check out. Alright, until next time, keep on rocking and rolling, keep on playing ukulele, keep on loving life, and we're going to keep on jamming, everybody. Take care.